Hello there and welcome to our 6th subscriber Q&A special where we answer your questions.
Your boy, I'm Joost.
I'm your boy Dan. Let's start with our first question.
It's from BrainLover X5000.
Let's see what he asks. What is the relation between the mind and the brain? Well, BrainLover, there have been many theories about that in the past. I'm gonna discuss the 3 most prominent, and we start with Aristoteles. He proposed the idea of mentalism, which means that the mind and the body are 2 separate things, and the mind is the source of behavior. Later, a philosopher called Descartes came up with another theory that's is called dualism, and it stated that the mind and the body were still 2 different things, but that they were more connected. The latest theory comes from Darwin. It's called materialism, and he states that the nervous system is the source of behavior and there is no mind involved anyhow.
Wow, but didn't the theory of Descartes actually lead to some weird experiments and unforeseen results?
Yes, it definitely did, because when people had gone mad or had a mental illness, you could say that that person lost his mind, which is actually where the term came from. Back in the day when they had that, they weren't considered a human anymore, which is not a good thing.
So they were basically treated like animals.
They were indeed basically treated like animals. No, it isn't.
Okay.
Next question.
Good boy, it's from the Blue Bucket.
Oh, the Blue Bucket asks, is there perhaps a way to measure consciousness? Well, Blue Bucket, there actually is. It's called the Glasgow Coma Scale, and it rates different aspects of responsiveness, like opening your eyes and moving your limbs on a scale of mostly 1 to 5. And like a low score means that you are probably comatose, and a high score means that you're responsive. As we are.
Are you responsive? Yeah, it's quite responsive.
I think I am.
Okay, the next one is from I Got a Feeling.
He asks, does the brain do all the thinking? Well, no. There are other parts of the nervous system that take part in thinking as well. For example, your spinal cord controls most of your controls many bodily functions and thinks autonomously from the brains and makes decisions. The brain also can't go without other parts of the nervous system. An experiment from 1957, Woodburn Heron examined the effects of sensory deprivation, which means that you basically don't get any feedback from touching things, but also not from moving your arms. You can't feel that you're moving your arms. The participants involved found it extremely unpleasant, and most of them asked to be released from the experiment earlier than it was actually over. During the experiment, the brain also hallucinated sensory experiences, as if the brain couldn't go without them. To go back to your question, you also have many neurons in other parts of your bodies, aside from your spinal cord and from your brain, like in your gut, and they can actually
It's like in his name.
Yes.
I got a feeling.
What the fuck? It actually is like his name. The neurons over there can have a pretty big influence on how you feel, and they can play a part in developing depression if you, for example, have bad eating habits.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Guess what? You were talking about experiments. I know one experiment.
So that's all about it.
You said about like people that were not considered humans. You know, they were like scientists who like took human beings, or not animals in that case, because they were like mental ill. They made experiments on them without asking like, hey, you want to be a participant? You're stupid.
Oh,
That
you
is
mean
pretty bad.
So you mean about the card?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So yeah.
Just so you know. That's pretty cool. Thanks for chiming in.
Wow, what an experience.
Do we still have time?
Let's check the time. Whoa, we still have time for bonus question.
Whoa!
Bonus question. Let's go, guys.
Let's go.
Here's a question from Frankalicious_RU. What is this question? Oh, I'm sorry.
When you injure your brain, does it mean that you're doomed? Hashtag asking for a friend.
Well, Frankalicious, let me tell you something. It doesn't.
It doesn't?
It doesn't, no. Because the brain has this ability called neuroplasticity, which means that the brain can basically repair itself to the point that it can still function the way it should. And also, other brain regions can take over the functions from a specific region.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
And now, sadly, we're out of time. We'll see you
There's no
again.
time for these questions.
Yes. That's so sad.
We'll do a next subscriber special
Yes, we do.
when we reach another milestone, like, I don't know, 12 or 13 subscribers. So,
See you next time.
don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and also subscribe to PewDiePie to Beat T-Series. This message is approved by this random guy.
Yeah, I'd subscribe from T-Series.